Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and good morning to my students. How are you? Uh, I hope you'd be doing fine. So today we are starting a very interesting chapter, and that is parallel lines which are cut by a transversal. Now these are the parallel lines. As you can see, I've already drawn some figures for you, and these two are the parallel lines. You see that these are the parallel lines and are being cut by a transversal. Now when this sort of thing happens, there are some angles formed in between these parallel lines. For example, like this, these are the angles, this is the angle, these are the angles, and this is the angle. Now there are a lot of angles in between. In fact, you can see that there are four angles over here and four angles over here. In total, there are eight angles, and some angles are equal to the other some angles. For example, uh, I'll tell you in very brief that this angle is also equal to this angle, this angle is also equal to this angle, this angle is equal to this angle, this angle is equal to this angle, this angle is equal to this, and this angle to equal to this. But we're doing it in very hurry. Rather, what we do is we just uh, uh, discuss in detail one type of angle in each case. Now one type of angle. Now the first of all, now let me recap what I have told you, that when two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, now this line is called transversal, these are the parallel lines, some angles are formed. Now we will discuss first of all corresponding angles F here. Now where you see F, either it is inverted or it is like this, you find the angles which are formed. Now in this F, you can see that this is F, this is an inverted F, or you can take this as a tail or this as a tail. This is F. Okay, now the angles formed, now this one interior angle and one exterior angle are always equal. These angles are called corresponding angles. These angles are called corresponding angles F shape. In short, yes, we can say them as corresponding angles. We don't have to see the shapes, but even then, to memorize yourself that these are F shaped corresponding angles. Now here you can see that A is equal to B. This is again F. Either you can take tail this or take this as a tail. Now you can see that this is an F over here. So these one, again there is one interior angle and one exterior angle. So these angles are again equal. Now these are again two parallel lines and two parallel lines which are cut by a transversal. So there is an corresponding angle F shape is again formed over here and over here again and again. We are finding some F angles over here. Now this is just like this one. You see that here we have taken the left hand side, here we have taken the right hand side. It is again F. It is again F. So E is equal to F. E is equal to angle A is equal to angle F. The last one. So the last one is again like this figure. Here we have taken the left hand side, and in this figure we have taken the right hand side. Now these two parallel lines are cut by this transversal. The angles how are formed are like these are all the angles which are formed. These are all the angles which are formed, but we are considering only F type or F shape. So G is equal to H. G is equal to H. So these, my dear students, are the angles which are formed by a parallel lines when a transversal cut them. When a transversal cut them. Well, students, some other shapes. I have drawn some more figures, more diagrams for you, and we are discussing angles and parallel lines. Now you can see that uh, apart from the previous figures, I told you about the F shapes. Now you can see that I have marked the angles I and J. Now this look like something like Z. You can read it from here, or you can read it from here. You can read it from here, or you can read it from here. Now these are called Z shape. Uh, now these are called, what are these called? These are called Z shapes corresponding. Now these are called Z shape corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. Only this and this figure. Now here you can see the Z shapes corresponding angles. Now what are the Z shapes? Now this is a Z shape and this is a Z shape. Now this is an inverted Z shape. This is a regular Z shape. Now here there are two interior angles which are also opposite angles now. I is equal to J, I is equal to J. Now these Z shapes, now this Z, the angle over here, the angle over here and here are equal. The angle over here and here are equal. These are the interior opposite angles. These are also called interior opposite angles. Now these are equal. Z shape corresponding angles are equal. Here in this case also K is equal to L, because these are interior opposite angles. Now these are interior opposite angles and these are equal. The last of the corresponding angles are the angles, these are called C shape angles. Now these are called C shapes angles. Now these are not equal. These are not equal angles uh, because they are on the same side of the uh, transversal line. On the same side of the transversal line, these are interior angles. Now these are also interior angles. These are same at the same side, left hand side or at the right hand side. Now these are the interior angles, but there's still one attribute to them, and that is these are the supplementary angles. These are equal to the supplementary angles. If we add m and n, m and angle m and angle n, it will become 180 degree. If we add O plus P, it will become 180 degree, because in the previous example I have told you that this M angle is equal to this, or let me uh, do it for you for just for one example, that this angle is X. Now if this angle is X, you see that this M is equal to angle X. We have already studied it in the F shape. So m is equal to f, m is equal to x. Therefore, n plus x is equal to 180 degree. It is natural that n plus x is equal to 180 degree. Now x is also equal to m. So therefore, n plus m is equal to 180 degree again. So these interior angles are when added are 180 degree. These interior angles are when added are equal to 180 degree. Now let me do one example of worked example. From worked example, then we'll proceed to the exercise. Now my dear students, there is a diagram or figure or a triangle drawn in front of you to solve the unknown angles A, B, C. These are the unknown angles A, B, C with the help of these known angles, which are only two, and we have to find three unknown angles. Now, what the hints are given over here? The only hint that is given to us is that these two signs. Now, what does these two sign means? That these lines are parallel. Now, AC is parallel to ST. First of all, we have to uh, confirm that AC is parallel to ST. AC is parallel to ST. Now, this is given. This is given because these signs, this sign and this sign indicates that AC is parallel to ST. Now, since this sign is given, our every problem has been solved within no minute. Now, what we'll do that you see that this is a Z angle, or you can also find it by any means, but this is a Z angle. Now, this angle is equal to 62 degree, and this is again a Z angle. You see, this is again a Z angle, corresponding Z angle. Now, this 47 degree is equal to this 47 degree. And if we add 62 plus 47, we'll get this angle. And if we are not even doing these parallel lines, we can even then find with the help of triangle, because in triangle there are 180 degrees. In triangle, the three angle, the sum of three angles is also 180 degree. But we, since suppose that we don't know this law, that the sum of the angles of triangle is 180 degree, we don't know it. Okay, so we have to find it with the angles and parallel lines. So this angle is equal to, now let me start writing. 62 is equal to C degree, because these are Z corresponding. Now this is the reason, the Z corresponding angles. Okay, again A is equal to 47 degree. Now this is A degree. Again the reason is same. Now when we have found two angles A and C, the rest of is equal to supplementary. A plus B plus C is equal to 180 degree. We can write it supplementary angle in the reasons. A plus B plus C is equal to 180 degree. So we have already found A angle is equal to 47 degree. B is equal to unknown. Okay, plus C is equal to 62 degree, and that is equal to 180 degree. Just add them up, it will become 47 and 62 will be 109 degree. 109 degree. Okay, now these are 109 degree, and 109 degree will just shift. We'll add them first, and then we'll shift them over here. So it is equal to B is equal to 180 minus 109. 109 degree. Okay, now this is equal to, this is almost 10. So it means that 170 and 70 and 71. Now this is 71 degree. Cos 180 minus 109 is equal to B is equal to 71 degree. So you found the angle with the help of known angles. We have found the unknown angles with the help of known angles. Unknown angles with the help of known angles. Okay. I told you we could have done it with the help of this triangle also, but since we have not uh, covered the course as yet, so don't try to do it in that way, because we are doing the angles and parallel lines. So these are parallel lines. So dear students, time to say you goodbye. Allah Hafiz. We'll be meeting in our next exercise, that is exercise 3.4, and we'll be doing some angle and parallel lines, and we'll be finding unknown angles with the help of known angles. So it's time to say you goodbye. Allah Hafiz.